So the concept of pipelining can be used to lower the power consumption of any DSP system, and here we will discuss the reduction of power consumption of any FIR filter using the concept of pipelining. So for any FIR filter, let's say it is a sequential circuit, so the power consumption P is given by the equation C total into V naught square into F, where C total is the total capacitance of the filter, V naught is the supply voltage, and F is the sampling rate or clock rate. So F is also equal to 1 by clock period. So this FIR filter is transformed to a M leveled pipelined FIR filter, and we have to make certain assumptions for calculating the power reduction. So first assumption is that critical path of this pipeline filter is reduced to 1 by m of its original length, where m is the level of pipelining. So after performing m level pipelining, the critical path of this system will be reduced by 1 by m of its original length, and capacitance to be charged or discharged in a single clock cycle is reduced to C charge by N. So since the critical path of this system is reduced, suppose that the system is having two adders in series, so the capacitance of this path, let's say it is C, and now after performing two level pipelining, this system is independent and this is independent. So these two are independent of each other, they are representing separate units. So the capacitance of this combined system was C, so the capacitance of this part will be C by 2 and this part will be C by 2. Just a assumption, if there would have been a multiplier, then this would have not been the case. So okay, so clock time, or you can say that sampling time of M11 pipeline system. So the clock time or sampling time of the M level pipeline filter can be reduced by factor M. So since the capacitance of the critical path is reduced, so it will get charged and discharged quickly. So less amount of time is required to charge and discharge this capacitance as compared to time required for the system. Okay, and by this analogy we can say that the time will be reduced by factor m. So two level pipelining and capacitance reduced by 2, C by 2, so C charge by m, and time is reduced by factor m. But what if T clock or T sampling is not changed? So now I can clock this filter at faster rate, and also the sampling rate will be proportionally increased. But what if the T clock is not changed? T clock is same as T clock of the non-pipeline filter. So in that case, the capacitance C charge by M, that is the capacitance of critical path of pipelined filter, will get same amount of time that was needed to charge and discharge the capacitance C charge of sequential filter. Okay, so now we can charge this capacitance in lesser amount of time, but we are providing more time to this capacitance to get charge or discharge. So as a result, I can reduce the supply voltage. This I can prove mathematically. So considering the sequential filter and M level pipeline filter, so T clock for that filter can be given by the formula that is equal to T sequential. This is a propagation delay for that filter, this is given by C charge into V naught into K into V naught minus Vt whole square. So C charge is capacitance of critical path, V naught is supply voltage, K is a constant, and Vt is also constant. So K and Vt depends on the technology. Okay, so this proof you can easily find in any textbook related to device physics or low power VLSI, that kind of book. So for M level pipeline system, T clock can be equal to the propagation delay of this filter, and this can be given by C charge by M, where the critical path is reduced by factor M into V naught into K into V naught minus Vt square. So now if you want to keep T sequential is equal to T pipe, we are not changing the clock speed. We can reduce its clock speed by factor M, ideally saying that it can be T clock by M, but we are not doing this. Okay, we want to keep the speed same. Okay, so now in this equation, C charge is reduced by factor M. So this, comparing these two terms, now this T clock will be divided by factor M, but we want T clock of this system to be equal to T clock of this system. So in that case, we have to increase this factor V naught into K divided by V naught minus Vt square. So this factor should increase, and this will only increase when we will reduce V naught, because K is constant, Vt is constant. We cannot reduce K and Vt, we cannot increase or decrease K or Vt. So only one term is there, that is V naught, that can be modified. So by reducing V naught, so by increasing this term by factor M, this M will get cancelled by this M, and T pipelining will be equal to T sequential. So let the supply voltage of the pipeline filter is reduced by factor beta. So now its supply voltage is beta V naught, where beta is greater than 0 and less than 1. So power of pipeline filter can be given by C total beta square V naught square into F. So C total is not changed, only the critical path is divided by factor M, and here we are assuming that the capacitance introduced by this delay element to the system is negligible. We are ignoring these small factors. Okay, so C total is not changed, supply voltage can be reduced by factor beta, so overall voltage is beta square V naught square, and this F, we are keeping the clock rate, sampling rate for FIR filter and pipeline FIR filter same, so this F will be same. So this is beta square into P sequential. This can be written as beta square into this P of sequential. So beta square is reduction in power consumption, the ratio of this P pipeline divided by P sequential. So now we have to calculate this beta. Okay, so you have seen this two equation. T sequential propagation delay of sequential circuit is C charge into V naught divided by K into V naught minus Vt square, and propagation delay of pipeline circuit is C charge by M into beta V naught divided by K into beta V naught minus Vt whole square, and T clock can be kept equal to maximum propagation delay or critical path time. These two can be used interchangeably. So now T sequential is equal to T pipeline. Same clock period is maintained for both the filters. So we get this equation, M into beta V naught minus Vt whole square is beta V naught minus Vt whole square. So you have to solve this equation to calculate the value of beta.